going into this game, I guess the question of speculation would be, is this a revenge game? And the reason why I say no, I say yes and no. Chicago Bears have already locked in their playoff spot. I mean, they pretty much control their destiny with their performance today. If they win, they know that they're going to play Green Bay, who is in the 7th seed, and the Bears will, I think, lock in that 2nd seed. So it'll be the 2nd versus the 7th, and I believe we'll have a home game against Green Bay. If we lose, we lock in the 3rd seed, and we're going to play, it looks like we're going to play either the Rams or the 49ers, because the Seahawks have officially locked in the number 1 seed yesterday. All right? So we pretty much control our destiny. We pretty much know it's either Green Bay if we win, which will be the easiest path right now to getting to the next round of the playoffs. Like that's the easiest way to have a playoff win, and it probably be the most satisfying, to be honest, if you're a Bears fan, because Green Bay is our rivals. We hate Green Bay, so from that standpoint, definitely the Green Bay Packers are the pathway that you want to take. Like, you want to beat Green Bay, not putting on the table the rivalry, but just as a football fan, you never want to see so many players just go out with injury. I mean, they've lost, and they've went through injuries throughout this year, and to like their receiving core and all of that, but you lost basically 2 of your best players for sure. On defense, you probably lost 3 or 4 of your best players. You lost Micah Parsons on defense, but in offense, you lost Tucker Kraft, who has been like a stud, who I have said, again, it seems sacrilegious to say, but Tucker Kraft, prior to injury, was my favorite tight end. He was probably the best tight end in the league. My favorite tight end now since that has been Colson Loveland. I love Loveland. He is definitely he's showing a lot. And I also liked Tyler Warren, I think that's his name, with who we could have picked up, but we ended up going with Colson Loveland. But yeah, so they've lost 2 really impactful players. Jordan Love, we knocked him out with a concussion. He's been out a few games, and they're basically saving him for that first round, which probably is going to end up being against the Bears. So they're just saving him for that Bears rematch or whoever they end up playing. So I guess for me, my thing is this. I think that's probably going to be the easiest path, is play the Green Bay Packers. I'm totally down for that. So I would say if I'm the Chicago Bears, the only reason we're talking about this is because we're playing the Detroit Lions in about an hour, and they're reeling so bad that at this point it just would be nice to get a win, but they're pretty much done. If we show up, if our defense comes back with a chip on their shoulder after looking so bad against the 49ers last week, if they come in with a chip on their shoulder, I think that we can put them away pretty fast. Bears Capo, what's up, man? Appreciate you, man. I really do. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Definitely. Yeah, we're trying to keep the content flowing, man. We're trying to keep the content flowing. I appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that's liked the video so far. You said another Packers player just got injured? Shoot. I feel bad for them because they've been dropping like flies. And don't get me wrong, I say I feel bad because I'm an NFL fan, and I don't want the excuse if and when we end up playing the Packers in the playoffs. I don't want the excuse of injuries to be the reason why we won in their mind. I don't like that they will have a somewhat valid excuse for why they lose, if they lose. That bothers me more than anything, because they're going to go out of their way, and it's kind of valid. I mean, you lose your best defensive player, you lose at the time was your best, for sure was your best offensive target, and then we know Josh Jacobs has been banged up. His knee has been bothering him more than half the season, so it's like they legitimately could just throw that out and whine and say, "Hey, whole team has been, decimated with injuries, and we're not the same team we were when we were playing at our best." That would be a fair point, right? So for me, the easiest path is Green Bay. And if the Bears want to have playoff success, they should really strive. They should treat today like they would if it were the playoffs. They need to put away the Lions. They need to get their revenge on the Lions. Take advantage of a Lions defense that's pretty much just posing not much of a threat. We need our defense to step up and actually play like they know how to play, man. Our defense was so bad against the 49ers. Seeing how much they struggled against um, the Seahawks without having Trent Williams in there, and knowing that the Bears did nothing to exploit the fact that they had Trent Williams out because we just suck at rushing the passer. Like, that bothered me. That legitimately frustrated me yesterday. But there's always another opportunity. I've seen this defense rise to the occasion, and play better than people quantify at their ability. So what my thought process is, I believe this defense can play better than what they show on a regular basis. So that's what I'm going to be looking forward to. That's what this particular Bears fan is going to be looking forward to in this game, is to see the Bears defense show that they're ready for uh, a good playoff performance. That's kind of where I'm at with it, and that's what I'm hoping for. What do you guys think? I think this game could be a good launch pad because I don't want to go into the playoffs with a loss. That'd be a two game losing streak. That just kind of gives bad vibes, man. That gives kind of like a bad omen going into the playoffs. And it puts us in a situation where I could easily, well, if things just aren't going right, you're not making the plays you need to make, you're struggling against a team that's already struggling, and then you get in there against Green Bay, who you should win against based on the injuries. And then you go into that game, guys are tense. You got Ozzy, our offensive lineman, false starting and penalties and stupid stuff that he does on a regular. Him or Darnell Wright, which Darnell Wright is great, by the way. I don't know, man. For me, I just am like, get this win. Try to play a clean game today. Knock that out the way. And then on to the playoffs. On to Green Bay. Or they're going to come to us. But on to the game versus Green Bay.